% of the entire hold on the race here was with Make No Promise. So $2.15 now into $1.75. A Peaky Joe just gets a little easy here late. Was as short as $3.10 this morning. Is now out to $3.90. Crackerjack Boom on the move too. Firms in a big way. It was $7 this morning, now into $4.60. And you get $8.50 into $8 now if you like Stout Manelli. But clearly the best backed is Make No Promise ahead of Peaky Joe.
Cato, and Stout to you.
Paul Bartolo, Make No Promise the favourite. I know this says a free-for-all race tonight, but you'd have to think it's a bit of a drop in class for him on his recent assignments.
Yeah, he's just got to cross the one. If he crosses the one, he'll go good.
You couldn't have been too disappointed with that run in the Melbourne Cup. He never had much luck.
No, from box 8, I wasn't expecting nothing really. So, he went good.
But he's absolutely doing you proud at the moment. He's flying, isn't he?
Flying at the moment, yeah. I was just telling James, he went 24.54 Monday here, post to post. So that's good enough.
Hopefully that's good enough to win.
That's it.
That was Paul Bartolo. We might just quickly grab a quick word from Jordan Cooper. Jordan, Hobart 1000 winner on Thursday night. How's it sunk in?
Yeah, it's still surreal, but we're back here tonight and hopefully we get the job done here. So.
Well, this is his brother. Hopefully he can replicate and make it a nice few days for you.
Yeah, it'd be nice. He's boxed well, so who knows? We'll see at the first.
And it'd be good to win a nice race like this on Phoenix night as well, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thoughts ahead of some of the connections ahead of race number 7 here, boys, and we'll get back to you for the last minute market update.
Well, now the tab monitor is lighting up. $5,000, $2,000, $1,000 and another $5,000. They're all with Make No Promise here. $1.85 into $1.75 here late. Best back to beat it. Now Crackerjack Boom. Third line of betting is a $5 hope.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised to see the money come for it. It's got very strong form lines through the Melbourne Cup, but I've got Peaky Joe on top, 1 from 2, 6 and 3.
All right, they're behind the boxes here. Sky Racing 1 on board for race number 7 on the program. Third leg of the quaddie, and they're about to be boxed. Let's take you upstairs for the call.
No Promise is the favourite for the third leg of the quad tonight. Very unlucky in the Melbourne Cup. Was right behind them at the finish. Beaten 2 1/4 lengths behind Aussie Rocks. Gets the chance to get back in the winners list tonight. $1.70 for the fave. $4.40 Peaky Joe, second hit of All Talent last week in a heat of the Silver Chief. Set to run. Third leg of the quad. They're set. Ready. Racing, Make No Promise, flew out from 2, goes up to take the lead. Wide out was Rachel's Tears, a line of 6 into the turn, and the favourite got to the lead. Make No Promise clear from Trapper Tears up to second. They're 4 lengths in front of Crackerjack Boom, who's around Peaky Joe. Next was Stout Manelli, and last was Rachel Tears, but the leader got away. Make No Promise out by 4. Trapper Tears is trying hard. Crackerjack Boom's eating up the ground, but it is all Make No Promise. Make No Promise won it by 4.5 over Crackerjack Boom and Trapper Tears. 6 away to Rachel's Tears, who ran 4th from Stout Manelli and Peaky Joe. It was a bit tight and willing into that first turn, but the fave got home. Make No Promise in 29.667.
Oh, I tell you what, the punters on racing.com are sitting at home and they want to thank you. Well done.
Oh, geez, flying, didn't I? Yeah, he's just feeling that good the last month. But, when you're odds on, you're under pressure.
Yeah. Well, I tell you now, mate, I did the form and I thought the Red would hold you out, but you seem pretty confident from day dot that he could lead, cross and do what he did.
Yeah, well, he's been jumping good.
Yeah.
And, he's just feeling that good.
Yeah.
I was confident.
You look pretty happy with that. 5.13, 17.73, 29.66. Where does he head to now? Feature racing done and dusted over 500. He maybe looks like he could go further.
Yeah, but we don't want to put him over further just yet. Not till after the Australian Cup.
Yeah, so that's the plan.
Yeah.
Oz Cup, 500. Then what's the long-term plan? Have you got anything in there up the sleeve?
No, I haven't.
Well, you did enough tonight. You've kept the punters happy. Well done, Paul Bartolo. A brilliant win with Make No Promise.
Thank you.
There we go. That was a fabulous run. Straight to the front. Game, set, match. And
Make No Promise takes it out. The favourite there was just a little bit too good for them there going out the straight the first time. Ethan, what were your thoughts going out? You were right on the hammer early, but just couldn't get the job done there, Peaky Joe, out of the first turn.
Yeah, and look, I alluded to it in the preview that the speed map said that they were going to be very close all together going into that first turn, and it played out that way. You could have thrown a blanket over them, and unfortunately for Peaky Joe, he was actually just the wrong side of Make No Promise. I thought he would have been half a length in front. He was half a length behind, and Make No Promise loves the rail, just chopped down, and unfortunately back went Peaky Joe. But we said that Make No Promise did have the superior form line, and he showed it here. A 29.67 run is very, very hot.
Oh, absolutely. The class prevailed there in the end. Don Harley from the tab, and another win for favourite punters.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good night for punters, and that continues with Make No Promise. I've got the tab monitor set in front of me, a bet's over $1,000, and just before jump time, we saw some of those big bets coming in, a couple of at $5,000, another couple at $2,000. So there was certainly plenty of tab customers that were pretty confident, and they've been duly rewarded.
All right, up next, we wrap up the quaddie, but not only that, we have our first feature, the Group 1 Silver Chief Final, a fantastic lineup. As we mentioned, the market's certainly been all over the shop. There's been support for runners at a price. Firstly, Ethan, to you, before we get to a full preview with Jason Adams, where are you looking in the Silver Chief?
Yeah, it's a hard race. The map in this, just like the race we've seen, is very tight. So it's really going to matter who's going to get to that nice spot and win. Look, I haven't been able to single out a one dog who's going to get a fantastic run. So when in doubt, I've gone with the best dog, which is Morton. We've gone against the favourite in the last few races, and of course I've picked the favourite now, so that can only mean one thing. But
a win.
Yeah, correct. No, look, he's by far and away the best dog in this race. He's run the quickest time at this track under race conditions this year, so we know that if he gets a clear run, what he's capable of doing. Just hoping he can come across and get into a nice spot. He can step sometimes, so he's going to have to bring his best box manners, but if he does, he's going to be very hard to catch.
And can you imagine the Tommy Shelby family back home in WA? They love their greyhounds, they love Tommy, so any offspring of Tommy Shelby to get up in a Group 1, it'll be huge excitement for those sandgropers. Don, what's the market looking like?
Well, a little easy. It's a favourite here. Morton was put up as short as $2.40 with us, is now out to $2.90. Shimmer Steel in the second line of betting. It too, a little easy. $4.20 now out to $5. The runners they've come for outside of the favourite here, the first has been Fernando Phil, who was put up as a $10 chance, is now into $8.50. And the other one that's not completely without fans